Hello, hello, testing. If anyone's online, can you tell me if you can hear me? Because I really don't know. Okay, just let me know in the chat whether you can hear me or not so that I can begin. Okay. So today I'm going to have this live stream on watercolor style painting on Ibispaint, which is more or less a lot of my painting style. And yeah, let's start. So this is my last stream for this year, and then I'll think of newer things to do next year. Now, in the latest Ibispaint version, I found that they have added a texture option, but only one option is available for free. Rest of it, I think, Prime version. So I'm trying with the free version, but it's not it's not good in my opinion. It's it doesn't look good. Maybe it's good for some other stuff. This canvas, that is the only free options. Others are all I think premium or prime version. So I think it would look better with gouache painting or oil painting, but not with watercolor effect, the kind of effect I was looking for. As for brush, I am using, I used generally most of my watercolor style painting, I use watercolor real, watercolor edge, watercolor bleed, not so much, but it's good for shading. And anything that has watercolor option, but watercolor edge and watercolor real, these two brushes are really good to give realistic watercolor styling. And for blending, I use generally textured brushes, like texture water brushes, like watercolor, fluffy watercolor water, gouache. My mind always said to pronounce it as gouache, but is gouache. And it also has a water version, gouache water or something like that. So this texture brushes actually helps me when I blend. It kind of gives that natural feeling, natural look. So I still don't know if my voice is clear or not, because nobody's saying that in the chat. Anyways, um, this why I tried this painting, because I wanted to see if I can do the watercolor style painting digitally. Not only just the style, but also the method. Like in watercolor, you don't paint in layers as we do in digital painting. Like we have layering process, but we don't have clear cut layers when you're doing a physical painting, especially in watercolor. So I kept that in my mind while I was painting. So first of all, I did this whole painting more or less in one layer. And even blending, generally what I do for digital painting is I create a separate layer for base coloring, and then on top I add a different layer where I start shading and blending and all that. But in this case, I did not do that. I just uh, went in and used one layer for everything, blending, coloring, shading, and whatnot. As well as I was trying to keep the method that we use during actual watercolor painting, that is going from lighter shade to darker shade rather than darker shade to lighter shade, which we do in almost every other type of art form. Like if you are doing oil painting, you can do that from darker shade to lighter. You can actually paint lighter color on top of darker colors after, obviously after the color is dried up. You can do that in acrylic, you can do that in opaque watercolor, which is gouache mainly, and obviously in digital painting you can do everything basically. But watercolor has this special, how should I put it, special need, not need, it sounds really bad, special limitation. You can call it a limitation, or you can call it a uniqueness basically, where it is really difficult for an artist to put lighter color on top of darker color. That's why generally, for me at least, I mean, there must be some watercolorists, they'll come and say, no, 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 you can do that, but using pure watercolor, not opaque watercolor, or using acrylic or gel pen or any other stuff, any other medium. I'm talking about pure watercolor. And I don't know if anyone does that, but for me it's very difficult. And generally I've seen watercolor methods, most of the methods are like that. You put on the lighter color first, then you go uh, darker slowly, and you build up the shades that way, from lighter to darker. It's kind of comes together slowly. That's why a lot of artists, watercolor artists, say that, "Ooh, spider, spider." Sorry, there's a spider near my desk. It's a baby spider. Okay, it's gone. So, anyways, um, a lot of watercolor artists say that if you look at a watercolor painting in the process, like in the making, you'll find it kind of ugly. I personally don't, maybe I don't find it ugly, except my own painting, but other than that, a lot of watercolorists actually say that, because it slowly builds up from a very blotchy, a very how should I put it, a very um, unorganized spread, to a very organized and synchronized form of art. Is just what I think that happens, and that's why a lot of people actually think that it's ugly during the process. A lot of times, if we talk about real, like physical watercolor painting, a lot of times people actually use masking options, like masking tapes or masking fluid for lighter places, like where, for example, you are drawing a field with flowers and the flowers are light yellow or light pink. So instead of drawing all the flowers first and then creating the grass and environment, you can use masking fluid, those in those areas, and then you paint on top of it. You create the environment, and then you take the masking fluid off. Hi, hello, Cadbury. Whoa, that's a very uh, good name. Like, it's not actually Cadbury, but it's Catberry. Welcome, welcome. Uh, I was talking about watercolor painting styles and how people actually uh, use watercolor when they're doing an actual watercolor painting, versus how we emulate or replicate it digitally. If you are interested in painting watercolor style artwork in digital painting, a lot of people actually, oh, horns. A lot of people actually ask me, why would you want to paint digitally, watercolor painting, when you can do that with a paper and watercolor? Oh, you changed your name. Oh, okay. Cadbury. No, what's Nuna, by the way? I have berry, I understand, but I don't know what Nuna is. So the reason I think that even though you are using digital medium, you still should and can do watercolor style painting is because first of all, it looks amazing. Like whether it is digital or physical or whatever traditional, it looks amazing. The styling is amazing, so why not replicate it in digital medium? Second is, it also put you in that mindset, like even if you don't have paper and color readily available to you, in lot of cases they are costly. I'm not saying everywhere it is costly or everyone, for everyone, but in lot of cases they are costly, whereas the app I'm using is almost free. And the thing on which I'm doing, the tablet or phone or whatever uh, gadget you're using, nowadays a lot of people have that. And sometimes you can create or brainstorm your art digitally, whereas it's better to do that before than going directly to the paper. I personally, the reason I do it is because I'm a very miser. I'm very stingy when it comes to using a physical object, because I want to save them as much as possible. Hey, hi, Abhi, legend Abhi. So, should I call you Abhi? Abhi, right? So, yeah, I think there's a bit delay with chat and what I'm saying. Anyways, yeah, I just started it like, oh no, it's been 15 minutes. Almost. Almost 15. No, yeah. I started at, as I mentioned, 3 p.m. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm very stingy when it comes to paper and color and using them. So, even if I generally, what I do is, I paint. I for first thing is that it's been really long time that I used paper and color and physical stuff. Mostly because it's space problem where I will put them and then I have to keep them as it is if I don't finish them in one day, blah blah blah. So it's really good to first try it out digitally, and then if you're happy with your artwork, then go on and do it in real life. Mm. Yes, that's true. You can do it lying, like if you're using digital art programs, then you can do it anywhere and everywhere. The portability is amazing. I'm not saying the traditional art does not have portability. I have seen lots of artists actually take a lot of stuff together and go to the site and paint. I myself have a wooden box, art box, where I can put everything. Um, the video resolution, if you're asking, is HD. It should be HD. It's 720p. Or if you're asking the just the my canvas size, it is 1:1. I think it's 1280 by 1280 or something like that. Oh, you are asking for canvas size, right? SD canvas. So I think it's around 1200 by 1200 or 1280 by 1280, something like that. So it's not quite printable, at least it is 300 dpi or ppi, but it's not exactly printable. So yeah, I mean, that's why I think digital art is, even watercolor style painting is in digital art is really helpful. And another thing is, I would say that your mindset, you have to put yourself in that mind of a watercolorist if you're painting watercolor in digital medium. Like, if you cheat, then it's different. Like, I always do that, I cheat. But if you like this painting, I did it all in one layer, and I use that method of lighter to darker color movement rather than just slapping colors all together. The thing is, these brushes gives you the effect of watercolor, but they don't follow exactly the uh, physics of, I don't know if I should say physics or the attributes of watercolor. Like I still can put lighter color on darker color in these settings. So, hey, cursive girl, welcome. Um, our favorite artist. I do like Van Gogh, and the reason is mostly his life and how his artwork kind of how should I put it? Like his artwork really inspiring. It was inspiring for me even before I knew he was a famous artist. I think I saw his painting in one of my uncle's books, and I was like, this is really interesting. The color combination, and this is kind his artwork kind of give you the impression of the scenery, yet it was not following the rules. It was kind of like rule breaking style. I don't know why I loved it. I absolutely loved his work. And another artist, I think he's French, Monet. You can check his artwork out. He's more of an impressionist, I think. His artwork, I shouldn't say impressionist immediately, like I have to check, but everybody's changing their names. I can't. Okay, hi. Yes, I do remember you. Yes. Oh, maybe are you guys changing your names because of the new year that's coming? I should change my name as well then. Maybe nobody will recognize me then. So that's why I thought of changing my name, but then I was like, no, maybe people will be like, who is this person? Delete, unsubscribe. So that's why I didn't change it. So, yeah, I mean, you guys have any favorite artist? Like, do you like anyone's art in particular? Like, really love or anything? For me, I think okay, both of them are like Western artists. I actually have to make a list of Eastern artists that I like. So yeah. Oh, for New Year. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking like, why is everybody changing their name? Maybe because it's um a new year. Everybody is turning over a new leaf. Maybe. So yeah. While I'm okay. By the way, let's back to the painting. To be honest, this app is amazing, but I do have a complaint because this app does not let you increase size to more than I think 4000 pixels, which is a real problem if you want to make bigger size files, which is good for printing. Like if you want to make a poster, right? It's I've been like going to their Ibispaint's YouTube comment section, and just every time they upload a video, I just comment that please increase the size limitation. Please let us draw in bigger canvas. It is a bit problem with lower RAM and if your system's clock speed is slow, but I think it's worth it. Like if we get better Android tablet in the future or better phone, whatever, is worth it. Like bigger size is really important for printing purposes. Mm. Oh, okay. So these are all digital artists because I know Wallop. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I know Wallop, and I don't know other ones. Okay, I'll check Elaine's YouTube channel, maybe. Okay. What does Nuna means? Like I really don't know what does Nuna mean. Does it have any meaning or is just something like I can't even imagine what does Nuna mean. What could it mean? And thanks, Cursive Girl, for considering me as a favorite artist. I can't even. I'm not even my favorite artist. Like I'm still learning, and there's a long way to go. To be honest. Exactly. Another thing with Samsung is I also use Samsung, and I have used a different tablet before. I don't know how they do that. For Samsung, I can tell you, but I don't know about the old tablet. The thing is, they will give you updates, right? The software updates, the operating system updates, and all that. And I've noticed the more updates you get, the slower your system becomes, which is a business practice. Like they just want, I mean, someone will say, oh, she accused Samsung of slowing down their gadgets, but I think it was Apple or some other company. I don't remember which company. They actually said that they do that. They slow down the system so that people will buy newer gadget, and that's kind of business practice. Like I really don't like it, but what can you do? That's why I've been trying to move to Linux, like from Windows to Linux, and if possible for tablet as well. But the problem is I don't think Ibispaint works with Linux. I don't know, and I really don't want to use Wine there. If any of you use Linux, you will know what I'm talking about. If not, then forget it. um Real, okay. Nuna means Nusrat. Oh, okay. So it's a short of, okay, okay, I get it. Now I get your name. I used to think that it has some sort of specific meaning, like the word has some specific meaning. And I was like, it could be something. So I have seen some names on my chat, and I kept wondering, like, I met one person with a Japanese name. I forgot her name, but yeah, I have seen some names like that. So that's why I was curious what's going on. So yeah, I mean, that's why I think I don't know why they are not increasing the size of the canvas, but I think it's quite important if you want to have like printable printing option. Like nowadays it doesn't matter whether you painting in CMYK or the other one. Oh my god, RGB. What happened? I'm forgetting words now. Yeah, so because printers can print. They don't print in RGB. They still print in CMYK, probably like inkjet ones. But I've seen a lot of places where they are fine with use giving them RGB files. But I think main issue is the size. You need to have a good um, DPI, which is dot per inch, in printing desktop publishing. In case of that, or if you are talking about digital medium, it is pixel per inch, which becomes dot when you're printing. So minimum 300 is good, and the size matters. Like if you're making a full HD size document painting, that is not big. It is quite high quality when it's a video, but it's not big enough. Oh my god. Okay, again, even though I pinned it, please ignore all the background noises. It's horrible and it's annoying. Do you have any custom brushes on Ibispaint? If so, then please make a video of them with the cure of them if you want, of course. I generally don't have super custom brushes because there's a reason for that. I just have one custom brush, and I already made a video on that. Obviously, I used Photoshop, but I custom that brush like everywhere. Whichever software I use, I make that custom brush, and it is very easy to make. You just have to tweak a bit, and generally I use the default brushes. And the reason I do that, I don't use custom brushes, that mainly because custom brushes, yes, in later stage of your painting life you can use custom brush. You can do whatever you want with your painting, but my personal choice is to use as much as default brushes. First of all, I'm super lazy. I don't want to custom a brush to the point that I can, which is again makes my work a bit tough. I mean, my initial laziness kind of affect my lazy attitude later on, because if you make a custom brush, you can paint a lot of stuff in a very lazy way. But my main reasoning is that if you use basic brushes, you will learn much better, learn the art of arting. I don't know how to call it, like art of painting. That sounds really weird, but yeah, like you will learn much deeper, you will have much deeper understanding of color, of shade, of creating easy steps and everything if you use basic brushes. I'm telling you, like even in Photoshop and Krita and other softwares that I have used where you can actually have custom brushes, I generally avoid custom brushes. Okay, first of all, yeah, Cadbury, what Cadbury said, Ibispaint does not have that, and probably they will do that in future updates, because a lot of people demanding of letting us add our own PNG pictures or PNG files for custom brushes. But I can tell you another app, I think is Medibang. Medibang has that option. I was thinking of reviewing that app, is good as well. Excuse me. These both of these apps are Japanese apps, so they have similar brush styling, so you won't have problem with that. And Medibang is not that difficult to learn either. But I personally love Ibispaint because of its versatility, which I probably, if I start using Medibang, will have that. But yeah, it's I am a bit rigid while changing software. But Medibang does have, and it is present in um, mobile, I mean Android and all the other platforms. So that is one app you can use if you want PNG pictures as a brush. And yeah, but for me, I generally don't do that. I The only kind of brush I make is probably the leaf brush, because painting leaf one by one is such a huge burden. So generally in Photoshop, I have a tutorial. I use a normal brush and I just tweak it to make it look like leaves. Other than that, probably I will have one or two brush that actually create different shape or different looks of leaves. Other than that, I generally don't use custom brushes. I try to use, and to be honest, most of the basic software, I'm not talking about super basic software where you have one or two brush, but other than that, most of the softwares, digital apps that you can use have enough texture brush. If you're talking about texture brushes, I know a lot of people actually make texture brushes. mm, Mediving doesn't provide split paint. Oh, I don't remember, but one of the apps, maybe it's Autodesk Sketchbook, that one has a split paint option. I don't remember, but yeah, could be, that could be. um So I would suggest you to, if you're like not in a late stage digital art, or see, the thing is, you custom brushes are mainly, for me at least, I think is good when you're producing art in bulk. What I mean is, if you're doing a manga or a comics, or if you're produce like painting or creating some characters in bulk for uh, business purpose or something, or you need really fast production, use custom brushes, because then you don't have to like waste a lot of time doing a lot of things that we do without custom brush. You can just do it really fast. But when you are painting something like to improve your skill, to maybe relax, or to for yourself, I would suggest you to use brushes that are already provided over all these custom brushes. Why? Because it will actually improve your skill much faster and better than if you use a custom brush. Seriously. Yeah, I also cannot tag anyone on YouTube. Like, I do add and then I name them. Probably that's how you do it, but I never see them get tagged. I had that problem with other people's stream. I When I watch other people's stream and I try to tag them, and I'm like, it's not working, and they just tag me, and I was so uh, shy to ask them how you did that, because it's like it should be a common knowledge. Oh, so probably the person who get tagged only see the tagging. The person who is tagging only see at and the name. Okay. I think now I understand from your conversation that what's going on. So yeah, and I think that's the main thing I just wanted to say. And one thing over here is on Ibispaint, I am using the watercolor. No, this is fluffy watercolor or gouache watercolor. These are the water brushes, the blending brushes, but they are not working as water brushes. Like, not in real life. That's not how I blend colors in real life. But it is closer. And the thing is, I think is the reason I always say, oh, I personally think this way, or it is my opinion, is because I've seen a lot of people doing a lot of stuff their way, and a lot of people actually make that standard way, like, no, this is the way you should do. I don't think there's any standard way of creating art, as long as the outcome is really great. I used to, there were some strict not limitation, like rules I was told, like, you for example, you should not turn over the copy on which you are drawing, the exercise book or the drawing book you are using. You should not change its direction. It should be straight, which is a weird rule. I don't know why anybody would say that. Second is, you should not have really dark outline. You should not use black color in your painting. Like, what? Why? I mean, I generally don't use black too much in my painting, but I was told, like, you shouldn't use black in your painting. So, okay, there's some message that is held for review. Okay, this is first time for me. uh I don't know what should I like show. What message did you write? Oh, okay. I don't know what's YouTube doing. Like, why is it offensive or something? Why this comment was held for review? Anyways, so yeah, I mean, this is a painting that I really wanted to do for quite some time, because I really wanted to see how far you can push a digital app to create something looks more traditional. And for some reason, digital apps do a lot to copy traditional art style, like having watercolor brushes and all that. But still, I think real painting is much better, much has more how should I put it, has more um, effect, has more zing, I don't know, I don't have the word, than when you're doing water, because the blending brushes are not working like it should be. I did try to use water option. I think it was mono, um, bicolor or something, and then the water option. Probably it would work with water option, but the app becomes super heavy if I change the brush configuration, to be honest. Okay. If you are sleep deprived, you should sleep well. Like it should be a thing. Um, I just saw someone is doing 24 hours live stream, and I was like, no, dude, you need to go to sleep at some point. Obviously, he didn't see my chat on this thing. What is the uh, sometimes I'm out of words. This is why I don't do live stream, because sometimes I just don't know what to say. I just saw someone on live stream who is doing 24 hours long stream, and I said to that person, don't do that. Obviously he didn't see, because I was his chat was really fast, and a lot of people actually told him not to do it because it's a 24 hours stream. Like I get tired after doing 1 hour stream. Which grammatical error you're talking about? I didn't notice, but I would like to be noticed. I mean, I would like to notice it. I don't like to be noticed. I mean, that's a weird way of framing the statement, but okay. Grammatical error. Okay, whatever. So yeah, now I have tried, okay, mono, water, and double. These brushes have mono, water, and double option. So water option, I tried water option, where you can have color mix and drag and all that. It makes the app really slow. I don't know if because my tablet is not heavy enough, like not powerful enough, or is just the app will do that to everyone's tablet, but it does make it slow, but it gives much more watercolory look than it was giving before. Yeah, I've been watching some of the gamers live stream, and one dude has been doing for days. Like he would go to sleep on live stream, and that's crazy, and that I think unhealthy. But I generally don't watch his streams or videos, but I find it quite unhealthy. Like you should, yes, that increased his subscribers, that increased his viewership and all that, but days, like I don't know, like 50, I don't even remember how many days he did, but he continuously did that, like for days after days, and he would do everything on stream. Probably, I mean, I didn't watch this thing, but they talked about he's sleeping on stream and all that, and I don't know what else he did on stream, but he was doing that, and I was like, no, that's super crazy. And this other guy who actually does a smaller stream, so this guy is not doing the same, so I'm really worried for their health. Oh, okay. All the best for your assignment. And why do you have assignment on like this time? This is on New Year's, around New Year's. Shouldn't you have like holidays or something? Because yeah, I mean it's the time of festivity. But yeah, nowadays is school from home, college from home, and everything's from home. So probably they'll be like, take this homework, take this assignment, take these things, because you're at home anyway. So anyways, as I was saying, what was it? This is the thing, like I keep on talking on so many topics that I keep forgetting what I was supposed to say. So yeah, now for the background, since I'm using watercolor style, I'm not going to use any more lighter color. That's like, I've given up on lighter color right now. Though I have done something later on, you will see, um, which is not in the same spirit of a watercolor painting, with watercolor painting. So the thing is that once it, with watercolor painting, why I like it is that you have to do a very well structured planning, right? because you can't go around slapping color on the canvas like Jackson Pollock. Seriously. Because in watercolor, you need to know where the light colors go. Because if after painting a bunch of color, you're like, now I want to give some light color on top of it, you can't do it. Unless, of course, you're using some other medium like acrylic or gouache or something like that. But one person is just coming in and going off. I just keep on seeing like one number is going up and then going down. So anyways, so that's why watercolor has this challenge, which is lovely, I think, because you have to at least plan where the lights will fall or the lighter part will be. It doesn't matter what happened to everything else, but for lighter, like for where the lighter part will be, is it has to be pre-planned. Otherwise, there's no other way. I mean, there is a way technically. You can use other medium, but if you want to just paint pure watercolor, no, no. That's where my cheating comes in. Like, even after I've done darker coloring, I will add some lighter color and I would cheat. But apart from that, yeah. And another thing is watercolor painting, I would say that it has some magical, I know it's very cliche, it is a cliched way of saying, but it has a magical effect. It has a magical look. That's why you will see even today, like whether it's digital painting is so advanced today and all that, still people watch watercolor painting videos. People love talking about watercolor, and people actually love painting in watercolor, because I think this is something that technology cannot replace. Probably in the future, maybe, I don't know, but not yet. Oh, okay, so you guys don't have that much of holidays. Wow, that is, yeah, that is rough. Because for me, I had a really long winter holiday, because we had good Christmas holiday and New Year holiday. So together it was around 1 month of holiday. So winter time was always really enjoyable for me. Um, yeah, I understand not having holidays, not having holidays in, if you're from a place where this is not a very important festival or a very important thing. So yeah, is, but I think winter time is kind of a party time for a lot of places, because it's really enjoyable, the weather is enjoyable. In a lot of places it's really cold. Like, if we talk about Russia or Siberia, is winter is like their summer is also cold, but their winter is like really really cold. So, but apart from that, I would say, like, I really like winter. I really like enjoying cakes. A lot of, like, for me, December is equal to cakes, pastries, pies, just to name it. Name any of the sweet things is for winter. So yeah, that's where I cheated. I added some lighter color on top of the darker color. That's what a lot of, like, at least I do as a watercolorist. Like, I use either gouache or acrylic to subvert, or the work around this limitation of watercolor. And I think using a little bit of this technique actually enhance the entire painting or the environment, rather than making it weird. So that's why I added a little bit yellowish light on the leaves, as if the mushroom glow is actually reflecting, or not reflecting, like, it's, yeah, kind of reflecting, falling on the leaves. Obviously it's me, so the mushroom is magical. It's not just a mushroom. It has to glow, because what's the mushroom without its own light, right? Like sun, yeah, stars, yes, they have their own light, but also mushrooms, in my world at least. I mean, I was literally told, someone told me that, why are you so obsessed with mushrooms? And I said, I'm not obsessed with mushroom. I'm obsessed with magic mushroom. There's a huge difference. Anyways, so yeah, I mean, the painting is almost done, and I'm actually blending some part of the brushes, some part of the colors, because it will give a bit watercolory effect instead of having everything well defined. I think is best to do the yeah. Yes, I should have painted some googly eyes on the mushrooms, to be honest. Then it would have been a bit more sentient from for my test. But anyways, but it would look nice. I actually did another painting like this, and yeah, that's what I think. Like that's why I think like I really like glowing magical mushrooms for some reason. It's just, I really don't know why, but I think I should. Do you guys have any other suggestion or topic, painting topic? Because I'm out of topic. Every time I think of painting, I think of mushrooms. So if you have any suggestion, like any other fantastical creature or any other really interesting stuff topic that I can paint, yeah, sure, let me know. The reason I generally do it in a poll, because most people I asked, like, do you have any topic in mind? They said yeah, yeah, but then I never hear from them. Like, I never hear whether they have any, you know, interesting topic or not. Like angelfish, yeah, that's a good thing. Angelfish, different type of colorful fish is also nice. Angelfish is really different. Probably I will search a bit of angelfish, especially the ones that are found in the wild, because um, I've seen angelfishes. A lot of people, especially sweetwater angelfishes, put it in the aquarium and they look all the same. Like, they don't have that pizzazz, no, the zing, the spice, the boom shakalaka thing. And I have actually seen some of the angelfishes on while they look amazing. So that's a good topic. I will try doing that. Maybe I can draw a magical angelfish, like glowing, mysterious, with some fantasy esque look. Yes, I really can't draw normal stuff, I think. I have to make it something. I have to change it to something, like something magical or something out of this world, probably. So yeah, I actually, one thing happened in this painting. I forgot to create patterns on the mushroom, which later I realized that I wanted to create patterns, but then again, if I created a pattern on top of that, this mushroom, the lighting effect would have been less prominent, and I really wanted to show the how the lighting works, even with this type of painting, watercolor painting, where you are actually have to establish the lighter color first. So most of the detail painting of the leaves I did with the watercolor edge brush, and the base coloring and all watercolor real. The blending is watercolor fluffy watercolor water, I think it's called, and gouache watercolor water, or gouache water, or something like that. So I think everybody's gone, so I really don't have to talk them, because yeah, sometimes I don't know what to say. Seriously. Anyways, New Year is coming. I hope you guys will have some good time this New Year Eve, and you will enjoy your New Year Eve, and you will have a good year next year, because obviously certain things are not good for past 2 years. I don't know if I should mention it, or YouTube will kind of tag my channel or for something with that. So yeah, I hope next year is good and healthy for everyone, and we need that right now. And don't push yourself to do things that are causing you pain or trouble. Relax, take a breath, and paint something nice. What can I say? If you feel like you're down, if you love painting, yeah, if you love painting, do it. The way you want to do it, just do it. Because I think the painting is a good friend. I know it sounds weird, like how is painting is a friend? It is a very good friend if you want it to be. If you want to create something beautiful, and if you want to experiment, it's an amazing experience if you give it a try. So that's all I can say. I think, like, have a really great new year and good year ahead. So yeah, I hope you guys stay healthy. And someone asked me about this thing, this texture thing. So I actually downloaded this texture and used multiply option on top of the painting. This is just a texture. If that person comes in and ever watch my live stream for 1 hour, which I doubt that he will or she will do, but this texture is what I downloaded from I just googled it, like watercolor cold press paper texture, and I downloaded a high quality one, really high quality one, because you don't want to download a low quality because it will pixelate the more you increase the size of it. So try to download something high quality, and then I brought it in the app and multiply blending mode. I did two multiply blending mode. One is 100%, another is lower 25%. Okay, the overlay layer is something that I just decided to do because it's just in my habit. If I wanted to keep it in one layer, probably I shouldn't have, but anyways I did it. Is the reason I did that is because to give the painting a bit more boost, because whether you like it or not, if you're painting watercolor style, or in case of watercolor painting, it does not it is not as bright as digital painting. So even digital painting sometimes is not as bright as it looks. People adjust the coloring after the painting is done. So I didn't want to do too much adjustment. I didn't want to add too much filter to the painting. So that's why I did this. I use just a black overlay layer, reduce the opacity as low as possible to give a bit of contrast. And yeah, that's kind of it, because yeah, is that's the painting. And if you guys like it, just like the video for YouTube algorithm to pick it up, because we all need to praise the YouTube algorithm god so that my video gets viewed, or anybody else's video. Like for any creators is like, go praise the YouTube algorithm god. So yeah, if you guys have any idea what I should live stream next, maybe I will make a poll or something, so that you can vote on it. Anyway, so this is the final painting, and I will try to do a physical painting of it, because why not? I have the painting itself. So let's see. Thank you for watching. I don't know why I'm just using the effect, because I like it. So yeah, here are the effect. Why? Oh, the bubble effect is not working pretty well. So this is going to be your New Year celebration or something like that. I'm just pressing all the effect, to be honest. What is this one? Confetti. Okay. So thank you guys for watching my live stream, and I will again see you next year, probably with a lot of live streams and videos. I will try to make more videos for you guys. Oh hey, Cursive Girl is back, and I'm almost done. I'm just using some animation on my painting right now. If you want to stay here and see my weird animation. Okay, this one's fun, is it not? There's lots of weird animation here. What is this? Oh, this is so cute. I really like it. Oh. Okay guys, you guys enjoy your new year, and what can I say? I mean, you guys have a good new year and good year ahead, entire year, and I will see you next year. And don't forget to check the community page, where I will post the poll for topic for you guys to watch next. Yeah, I just learned that and I really like it, but I did something and it's not working. Oh, I can also draw on top of my video, which is something I just learned right now while talking to you guys. See? Oh, this is really scary. And I can't go back to the effect page. I really don't know how to do that. I will check that later. Oh, okay, I'm back to effect page, I think. This is really confusing for me. I'm too old for this thing. Probably. Nothing else is. Ah, yes. Now I'm back for the effect page. Maybe I should make a live stream just based on all the effects of the live stream. That would work. I'm looking for actually a bye effect. Like goodbye or something like that. Huh, I found it. Okay, so yeah, I will see you guys soon. I will see you guys soon, and maybe I will just make a stream just goofing around with the effects and all that stuff. Okay. Enjoy your New Year Eve and have a really happy, healthy New Year. I mean, 2022 year. Thanks for coming to my live stream, and yeah, bye.